Hello, welcome to Canada News, the Cần Thơ radio and television station. Hashtag today.
The Committee for Ethnic Minority Affairs held an online conference to review the work of ethnic minorities in the first 6 months and implement tasks in the last 6 months of 2023. The Ministries of Finance reviewed the financial and state budget work in the first 6 months of the year. Top leader of Cần Thơ City chaired a meeting of the Cần Thơ City Steering Committee on Anti-Corruption about the results of the second quarter and the third quarter's work.
Top news. The Committee for Ethnic Minority Affairs has just held an online conference to review the work of ethnic minorities in the first 6 months and implement tasks in the last 6 months of 2023. Mr. Hồ Allen, Minister and Chairman of the Committee for Ethnic Minorities, chaired the conference. In the first 6 months of the year, the socio-economic situation in ethnic minority areas is stable. Projects on ethnic policies, tasks, and plans continue to be implemented synchronously by all levels and sectors. Attendees are ready to set out a number of key tasks and solutions in the last 6 months of the year, continue to well implement projects and policies on ethnic minorities, including the strategy for ethnic work in the 2021-2030 period, national target program for ethnic minorities and mountainous areas, promote training and retraining in various forms, improve the capacity of cadre civil servants and public employees to meet task requirements. On the morning of July 13, the Ministry of Finance reviewed the financial and state budget work in the first 6 months of the year. Deputy Minister Lê Minh Khái attended the conference. In Cần Thơ location, Mr. Nguyễn Văn Hồng, Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee, attended.
In the first half of 2023, Vietnam collected about 870,000 billion Vietnam dong, reaching 54% of the estimate. Exemption, reduction, and extension of taxes, charges, and land rents are about 70,000 billion Vietnam dong, of which more than 28,000 billion Vietnam dong are exempted and reduced. More than 40,000 billion Vietnam dong are extended. Total state budget expenditure is estimated at over 800,000 billion Vietnam dong, accounting for nearly 39% of the estimate, of which development investment is over 65,000 billion Vietnam dong. Disbursement rate is over 30% compared to 2020. Spending on development investment increased, both in the capital amount and disbursement rate. Nearly 180,000 billion Vietnam dong of government bonds were issued, with an average term of the year, December 2023, an average interest rate of 3.7% per year. Public debt is managed, strictly controlled, and restructured in a safe and sustainable direction, managing prices and markets in line with the actual situation, removing difficulties for production, business, controlling inflation, and stabilizing people's lives.
On the morning of July 13, Secretary of Cần Thơ City Party Committee Nguyễn Văn Hiếu chaired a meeting of Cần Thơ City Steering Committee on Anti-Corruption about the results of the second quarter and the third quarter's work. In the second quarter of 2023, the standing of the Steering Committee and the members of the Steering Committee of Cần Thơ City on Anti-Corruption and Negativity seriously implemented the working regime according to the central regulations, as well as the working regulations of the work of the Steering Committee. The contents of inspection and supervision also comply with the plan. All sectors and levels have conducted 110 turns of inspection. Thereby, it has proposed to amend, supplement, and complete many regulations, mechanisms, and policies in many fields, detecting violations of over 2 billion dong and proposing to recover nearly 1 billion dong. Proposal to review the responsibility of 3 collectives and 52 individuals, issued 154 decisions to handle administrative violations with an amount of over 3 billion dong, collected and paid nearly 1.4 billion dong to the state budget. We turn to other news. On the afternoon of July 12, Mr. Phạm Văn Hiểu, Standing Vice Secretary of Cần Thơ City Party Committee, Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Council, who is also head of the Steering Committee 25, chaired the meeting of the Steering Committee of the First Party Political Essay Contest on protecting the party's ideology foundation in 2023 to implement the plan to organize the closing and awarding ceremony for the contest.
Nearly 2 months after launching the first political contest on protecting the party's ideological foundation in 2023, of Cần Thơ City received the attention and response of a large number of officials, party members, office workers, students, and workers throughout the city, with 791 works by 359 authors and 43 groups of authors. Through 2 rounds of selection, the contest organizers selected 63 works in 3 types of newspaper, magazines, and audio and images to award 6 first prizes and 12 second prizes, 18 third prizes, and 27 consolation prizes. It is expected that the ceremony of closing and awarding will be held next week.
On the morning of July 13, Cao Đăng District Party Committee held an expanded meeting of the Executive Committee of the District Party Committee to review the implementation of tasks in the first 6 months and develop orientations for the remaining months of the year. Mr. Dương Tấn Hiển, Standing Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee, attended. In the past 6 months, the work of party building and political system of Cao Đăng has continued to be strengthened. The District Party Committee has led and directed the development and effective implementation of the programs and plans. Branches and party committees under their respective branches organized the completion of the midterm conference for 2020-2025. They successfully organized a midterm review meeting to implement the resolution of the 12-party Congress for 2020 to 2025. New 90 party members were admitted, reaching over 69% of the plan. The Standing Board of the District Party Committee carried out 3 per 5 contents of the inspection and supervision plan, reaching 60% of the plan. The district also implemented many works and projects as planned. Social security policies are strictly implemented, contributing to stabilizing people's lives. In the first 6 months of this year, Cần Thơ City completed the review and restructuring of business process and electronic processes to organize testing and integrate over 1,560 online public services into the public service portal, reaching 84.33%. Of these, there are 366 partially online public services and 1,200 fully online public services. There are over 14,770 successful online payment transactions, including 2,655 land tax payment transactions worth about 14.6 billion dong, 12,119 fee per fee transactions reaching more than 1.4 billion dong. The rate of administrative procedures with online payment transactions is 50%. Discipline inspection activities and administrative discipline have been strengthened. Institutional reform, civil service regime, and organizational structure are paid attention to comply with regulations, contributing to building a professional, modern, and effective administration. Nearly 300 delegates who are former youth volunteers, representatives of city departments and union members and youth on the morning of July 13 attended the meeting program A Time for War on the 73rd founding anniversary of Vietnam Youth Volunteers Force, July 15.
At the ceremony, attendees together reviewed the glorious tradition of the Vietnamese youth volunteers, courage, outstanding achievements, along with the task of gathering and coordinating related branches to promptly guide the procedures to resolve regimes and policies for members. The association at all levels has well done the task of being historical witnesses and coordinating with the authorities on traditional patriotic education, the ideal of life for young people. On this occasion, the Association of Former Youth Volunteers of Cần Thơ City presented 1 wheelchair and 86 gifts to former young volunteers in disadvantaged cases with a total value of nearly 30 million Vietnam đồng.
And now a quick check on weather condition. Thank you very much for your joining us. Please visit us on website thtpct.vn. Bye for now.